Jolter.
And this is a special edition of Unisport Uncut. It's episode 55
and a half.
Because we already recorded 56
earlier.
Yeah. So yeah.
Things happen.
Things happen, that's how it goes. But Jolter, today we're gonna discuss if football boots can give you a more powerful shot. We got 10 minutes on the clock as per the usual. I just need to wrap up my, there we go. And we have ignition. Okay. What?
Wow.
It was a joke.
That was a pretty...
Did you get? Anyway, Jolter, we've probably all heard the term, you have a power boot, it will make you kick harder. Of course, best shown with the Evo Power Vigors or the whole Evo Power range that basically taught us that because a boot will now allow your foot to flex more naturally, it can get to the right natural position of the most powerful shot. And they tested it in labs and all that jazz, blah, blah, blah. So we were basically told that it was supposed to give you a fraction of a harder shot. We can also see it today on a present boot. Hypervenom, we have the whole rate what do we call it?
Foam.
Rate-dependent foam. It's called rate-dependent foam. I just lost my mind there. Rate-dependent foam that's supposed to...
You went into your mind palace.
Oh, wow.
Like Sherlock.
It was buried deep down. But anyway, the rate-dependent foam is basically this foam that's soft when there's basically no contact with the ball, and then the millisecond you hit the ball, it really hardens up to give you a very powerful striking surface.
But I don't think Nike are communicating that they are giving you a more powerful strike.
Not really, no. But it's more
because
like...
it was really the Evo Power that,
that was the thing.
Kicked it up. Was it 2014, like January or something?
I think so, yeah.
When they first released the first generation. And look, you mentioned about the lab stuff and so on. I can guarantee you that in the lab, maybe this thing they found that, bending your boot like this, which was never before seen on a football boot.
Absolutely
probably does give you a little bit of something extra in the lab. Like when you make a robot kick with, let's say, the OG Predator, and then, not the OG, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
And then put it on, put on the Evo Powers. Probably it does give you, I don't know, like 2 kilometers per hour more powerful strike.
Well, they can't say they can't say it's a power boot if they can't show it in the lab.
Exactly.
Can they?
So there must be something about it, especially with this boot. I mean, obviously we have all the other boots on the table, but I think Evo Power is really the one where they said like, look guys, we're gonna prepare you, for the power shots.
But my question is, and you can think about it while I get another power boot, does a football boot give you, more power on the pitch? Do you actually feel it? Think about it. I'm gonna get the next boot.
No. I can give you an answer right away. Obviously, a boot is not gonna do anything to you. Not in the good way and not in the bad way. Yes, they can prove it in the lab. They can tell you in the lab that, it makes a small difference here and there. But honestly, when you put it on, and if your main shot power is 98, it's not gonna jump into 99 if you just slap on the Predator.
Not even with the tungsten in.
Yo, but this was some good stuff.
This was some good stuff. I mean, but with the power of the soul...
this was... Here, they definitely were before the Evo Powers in terms of telling you. Because if you guys remember this old school Predator, the Power Swerve.
Yes.
It even has it in the name.
Yes.
The Power Swerve. Yo, is it in here?
I don't think I put it in.
Okay, yeah.
Because I didn't like it.
You got different insoles.
Yes.
And you have this see-through little hole on the sole plates, and basically you get an insole with a little bit of like, what can we call it? Like some, almost like dust. It was not dust, but something slightly bit heavy, which moves in this little tube right here. And
you can see right here, I have another.
Yeah, exactly. And that thing was meant to give you a more powerful strike.
Yes.
And hands down, I did love this boot with all my heart. Probably...
So did I, but it wasn't because of the tungsten powder. As you can see, I took them out of my boots because I didn't like how it moved around, and it did shift some weight.
Yeah.
But I don't think you really felt like you got a more powerful strike. And
I actually remember I used to wear this, like, on my right foot, I used the
tungsten.
Yeah, but on my left, I didn't.
Is that why your right foot is like bigger than the left?
Might just be you got an extra workout.
Chicken leg. But that's just my point. I mean, yes, you might get the sensation of having some more weight behind your shot, but I didn't really feel like it gave me any. It wasn't any different. So let's say, okay, power technology, it might make a difference in a lab, but it probably won't make it like a visible difference on the pitch.
Not even probably. It's just facts.
Yes,
you know.
Unless you're some sort of like super genius guy who's very, very much in touch with his legs, which would be super weird. My claim is you're not gonna feel it. No, it's not gonna
Unless
make
you're somebody who plays the games in your head, and when you slap on the vapor, you tell everybody, oh, now my shot is not that good. But again, even if you're that kind of guy, I'm not hating on you. As long as you know what works for you, it's all good.
But listen, that leads me on to my next point, because then you can get like your should we say, control power boots here. We got the Mizuno Wave Ignitus, which has, it's a pretty, should we say, solid boot. It has the striking surfaces where you get that really powerful sensation where you strike the ball. I brought the old Preds, or the remake of the old Preds. I brought the T90 Laser 3s, which also was like a really, you know,
monstrosity.
It was a tank of a boot. I really felt like I got some oomph to my game when I wore them, but that was also because they were just bulky and solid and heavy. But my thing is that wearing the Evo Power, for instance, which was a relatively nimble boot, it had a thin upper, it didn't have any of the reinforcement stuff. I didn't feel like I was shooting hard on this, honestly. I felt actually my shot was a bit weaker unless I put my foot through the ball. So my question, I know it's a long one, my question is, then you go and put on the vapor and you get that bone-to-ball sensation and it feels like the ball is just flying off your foot when you smash it. Why is that, do you think?
That's a brilliant question. And actually, you know, I love shooting with the mercurial. I'm just gonna say the mercurial, because I remember like slapping on the Flyknit Ultras late last year, and like I just loved them just because of the shooting experience. Like, and obviously, finally, I could fit the mercurials. But like, you know, there's something about that as well, like being super close to the ball, like really paper thin upper, compared to having like all these pods and you know, touch surface and shooting zones and whatever.
Stuff, yeah.
And it's actually funny because back in the days, I only played with like control boots, as you say. But nowadays, I kind of prefer like a cleaner swag, you know?
Okay.
It's a little bit weird, you know? Like I'm not so much like, I don't like, you know, have to play with a super power or like control boot like this one.
No.
I actually, when I think about the boots that I really, really love nowadays, they are pretty like plain, like one piece upper-ish.
Opus, Mercurial, all that stuff.
Hypervenom 1,
yes.
you know, Ace, like all these, Ace, X, what
X, Predator, X. Okay, but I completely agree with you, and it really like, I was wondering about it. I've been wondering about it for so many years, talking to people, especially pros, saying, I love the vapor because you can really kick hard in it. And I was like, but it doesn't make any sense. Because
there is something weird about it, you know?
But that's the thing. I mean, all the brands talk about, oh yes, you get this, oh, there's a lot of power, you get all the swerve elements, they contract and get harder when you shoot the ball, and that's nice. But in the end, it's just in the like thinner boots, as the Vapor or as the Nemesis even, you feel how you get that very, very like honest, true connection on the ball where it's just your bone, that's obviously very, very hard, and the ball.
But maybe a part of the experience is because you feel the ball so much.
Probably, yeah.
And then when you shoot, you kick hard, then you can actually like, you know, feel it in your bones.
And that's once again...
Because here you have more stuff between the ball and your foot. Because you have a thicker upper with like some gummy pads and so on.
Yes. So you might even actually be able to put more power behind the ball because of the pads or the extra weight or the way you bend your foot and all that stuff. But I don't think the perception of power is going to be as good in the power boots as it would in the should we say speed boots, the thinner boots, because you don't feel it as much. And often, I would say, and this is really, really deep stuff, that just like with speed boots, it's all in your head. So if you feel you shoot harder with the speed boot, you're probably gonna think that's the case. If you know what I mean.
It wasn't as deep as you sold it to me. I thought you were gonna drop some like proper Inception stuff, and you just say it's like in your head. Oh, like, next time if you hype it up that much, give me some. But that being said, I do agree with you.
Yes.
That's why it's funny because back in the days I loved to play with boots like this one.
Okay.
And there goes the time.
There goes the time. Okay.
But I think that was a good way to conclude it, you know?
Yes. I'm just gonna ask you one thing. On the table, which of the boots do you prefer the most? So we got a lot of power boots, and we also got your few nimble boots here. Which of the boots do you prefer the most?
I would actually probably take this one.
Yes. But do you prefer it?
For the fit, that's what I prefer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't prefer that boot because it's a power boot and I shoot harder.
No.
I prefer it because the upper is absolutely insane. The fit is mind-blowingly good.
Yeah. Nostalgic reasons, I would take the power swerve.
Same.
But honestly, nowadays, I think these would kill me. Crazy studs and everything.
I wore them recently and I didn't enjoy it as much as I did back then.
It's funny putting on the old boots that you used to love, and nowadays it's like, whoa, was that really it?
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that wraps it up. Obviously, you would take the vape. I don't even have to ask you.
Okay.
But guys, listen, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, you take it.
If you want to watch more episodes like this one, click on these two icons right down here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit us with the thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel because we post football stuff almost daily. Every single day. And that's it. Make sure you share the video with your homies who need to know something.
And most important of all, let us know your thoughts on power boots. Do they give you more power? Let us know in the comment section right down below. Take it away.
We out.
Signing off, cheerio.